this video we're going to be playing Spellbreak. This is Spellbreak Episode 3. It's a battle royale where you are a vow breaker, which is essentially like a mage or a wizard who is able to use these special gauntlets in order to manipulate the different elements. Though technically one of the options is toxins, and that's not really an element, but whatever. I'm excited. I normally play the Stonebreaker, which is the like stone-based element. I also have been playing with this female avatar because it's the closest avatar to what I look like, even though it's a chick. We'll work on that. Like, maybe I'll unlock something that'll allow me to customize my character to make it look more like me over time. So right now what I'm doing is I'm getting the live chat set up for the stream. I'm also going to monetize the stream real quick. That way I'll be able to actually make like revenue from the stream. And I'm going to share this with like my friends on Discord and on Facebook. So give me one moment to get all that stuff set up. I apologize for the delay. You have to set all this stuff up after you start the stream, which is why I never have any of it ready beforehand. But feel free to message me in the live chat in the meantime. Feel free to ask me any questions you have. Tell me about your day. You know, just hit me up. I hope everyone's having a happy, fun day, by the way. So far, my day has been awesome. I had some milkshakes, took a nap. It's been pretty chill. I also drew another character design for a comic that I'm working on called POW Warriors. So that'll be fun. And this is one where I'm actually like drawing all the images, so I'm pretty excited about that. So right now, I'm getting monetization set up. So that just saved. Cool. And now I'm going to grab the link to the stream and I'm going to share it on Facebook and Discord. For anyone who's watching this like later, you can just skip the part where I'm getting everything set up and just jump right into the gameplay. For anyone who's watching this live, I apologize for the delayed start, but don't worry, I almost have everything set up. Also, let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing me do like highlights, like if I were to like edit some of this content down, so that you guys could watch like the best parts later on. Let's see. So I've posted on Facebook, now I'm posting on Discord, and now I should be ready and raring to go. Okay. So now I just have to pop out the live chat. I'm going to close the stream because I don't need it. I just needed to go to the stream to get the live chat up. Change it from top chat to live chat, and we are good. Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting stream. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to stick with Stone Shaper. I think I might have said Stone Breaker earlier. But I'm hyped to get this going. Let's see, last episode I tried to play the toxicologist and mess with more of the toxic stuff, and I didn't really like it. I kind of like that the Stonebreaker class allows you to use this Earthquake move that deals a lot of damage. But it's like a double-edged sword. While it hits really hard, it also doesn't hit opponents in the air. So using this essentially makes it where airborne opponents can just dodge whatever you're doing. But if you time it right and you hit them when they're on the ground, then you can actually do a good bit of damage. Now, one thing that I haven't figured out is how to dodge. Because dodging and dashing is a thing in this game. I just have no recollection of how it works. Oh, I just hit on the D-pad, and it's showing me a bunch of stuff that I've never looked at before. Oh, wow. Each D-pad direction is like a different thing. I never tried that. Okay, I accidentally set a waypoint, which I've done that plenty of times before. What happens if you hold... Wait, what? Holding R1 I don't think did anything. For a minute I thought I was like running faster or something. I don't think that's the case. I mean, this speed doesn't seem bad, like the pace that I'm currently moving at. But I know there's like a straight up dash, and I just don't remember how to do that. If anyone remembers how to do the dash, definitely let me know. Okay, so we're gonna land on Fort Halicon. Okay. Now, the main thing that I need to do is make sure that I don't just get killed by that person. I've never tried to hit the other people who are falling with spells, like as I fall. But I think that's an interesting idea. So I'm gonna land up here. Let's see. Ah, crap. Yeah, dropping into the bowl isn't a good idea. My attack from above plan was not, like, too bad. But once I went down thinking I had, like, had any effect, that's when I fucked up. That being said, these chests that are, like, under the overhanging, are not being as heavily guarded. So I can still kind of, like, scavenge stuff from here. And also they left a scroll here for some reason. Like the person who did open this epic chest. Okay. And now I'm dead. Hashtag GG, hashtag good game, hashtag NG. Let's see, it doesn't seem like a lot of people are online at this time. I do think I started streaming a little bit earlier today than I did yesterday, but that's okay. Let's see. Also, speaking of people not really being online, it's not just that the stream doesn't have as much viewership. It doesn't seem like there are as many people playing the game. I feel like I had to wait in the lobby for a little bit. Maybe it was just like a weird timing of when I jumped into the lobby. We'll see. Let's see. I need to come up with like different strategies for how I land. I don't need to always land in Fort Halicon and go for the epic chest, because you know that's what everybody's going to be trying to do, is get the epic chest. I know that there are multiple chests located throughout Fort Halicon, and they have good things in them, you know. So what I might as well do is work on that. Let me practice like aiming using this guy. Okay. Can you die in the lobby? That's a question I legit don't know the answer to. Yo, he flew rather far. Yeah, I don't think you can die in the lobby. Your stuff just comes back eventually. How many hits would it take to kill this guy? See, sometimes it does 30 and sometimes it does 35. Is it not based on proximity? Like, how do you get it to be 35? Is it just like a chance of being 35? I really do need to figure out how it is that people dash. Because now that I know how to crouch, I find that really interesting. Wait a minute, what did I do? Can you use the... I don't think you can use Shockwave while in the air. So this one's kind of interesting. You can't start in the center or near the top at all. And whenever the map is set up like this, there are a number of different ways that this can go. Like, it could be a thing where the circle's all the way up here. Or the circle could be focused down low, like how it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to land in that, like, X marks the spot location. Oh crap, but I shouldn't land there either, necessarily. It's like a risk-reward thing, where there's like a legendary item over there. So I'm going to try to dodge that too, so I can try and dodge other players. And then I'm going to come over here. Okay, Spring Step Rune. I don't really care about that, but I'd rather have something than nothing at this point in time. Okay. Reading scrolls takes a good bit of energy. By energy, I really just mean like time. Let's see. I should head toward the circle. So my goal will be to avoid like player interaction. Pretty much the whole game. So I'm not going to try to pick fights. I'm not going to try to like kill people. If someone attacks me, I'm just going to try to get away. The issue will be once you get to like top 3 or something. You know, I can probably use like the big electricity move as like a get away from me tool. And then use my rune in order to actually get away from the enemy. And maybe that'll help. Okay, so there are bad guys here. I don't want to be anywhere near any of them. Oh, I need a belt. That's one thing that I haven't collected that is like super important. I need to hurry up. I only have like seconds before the circle's gonna start closing in. Totinos. Godzilla said Tokyo Drift. Yo, Godzilla, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics that you'd like to talk about on the stream? If I don't get in the circle within the next 20 seconds, I'm going to get hit by the storm and probably die. Cool. Okay, so I made it into the circle. Now I'm consuming some armor pickups, so I have some armor. So my goal, Godzilla, is going to be avoid players. I'm going to try to not interact with other players to the best of my ability. And of course, avoid the storm. Really, my goal is just to avoid shit. Nice. Invisibility runes are preferred. Especially when the goal is to avoid people. See, now it's appropriate that you said Tokyo Drift, because Tokyo Drift is the third Fast and Furious movie. Let's see, I remember when I was a kid, I used to think that the films were called Too Fast, Too Furious, even though that's just the title of the second movie. Because I don't know, I felt like that title... Well, for one, I didn't know that there was a normal Fast and Furious. Like, I thought that was like the first one. And then two, it just works as like its own title. Like, I don't think it has to be like a second film for that title to be strong. Where am I? Like, on this map. Oh, okay, I see where I'm at. Godzilla said Papega. I do not know what that means. What does it mean, Godzilla? Let's see. So, pocket. Put the common belt. Oh, shit. Okay. Time to avoid other players. Forget Darkness said, wins Fighter Z. You put. Oh! Forget Darkness said, Papega, whatever the fuck that means. It's probably an insult. So, I don't know when I'm gonna hit up Fighter Z again. Remember, Fighter Z and really all the games that I stream aren't on a schedule. They're just like whenever I feel like playing a game, I just kind of play a game. Godzilla said, I did not say that. Understandable, Godzilla. I apologize for the confusion. You both have F's in your names. Let's see. Forget Darkness said, no, Papega is a different word for nigga. How is it not an insult? It's interesting to say it's not an insult and then say, no, it's like a different word for insult. Because it's not like nigga is in like my nigga, it's nigga is in nigga, why are you fucking up? Why aren't you doing like Fighter Z? And even then, I feel like the use of the N word as like my nigga isn't really that good either. I don't think any of my friends use it in the way of like, hey, I'm referring to a friend. It's normally like, you messed up anyways. Like it's still kind of an insult thing, even within social circles. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, let's see. Don't need that. So far, I'm doing a pretty good job of avoiding other players, which is my entire goal. So we are in 17th place. The indicator that shows you how many people are left, depending on your background, is just like unreadable. Because it's so lightly colored. So then when it's on top of clouds, it's like, how do you see it? Let's see. Forget Darkness said camper. Damn right. Yeah. Might as well get me an RV in this bitch. This is camping all day. Do 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 do. Because you can play these kind of games like hide and seek a good bit. You know, you just try not to get caught. And then if you can catch the last few people alive slipping, well then they've slipped. Speaking of slip, there's a isekai anime about a guy who gets trapped in another world with a smartphone, and he learns a spell that lets him just trip people, and it makes him insanely overpowered. He uses it to defeat like a king, he uses it to like fight gods. The ability to just make someone uncontrollably trip is pretty good. I think he even used it on like a being that didn't have like legs. Like they just kind of fall over. And I thought that was pretty interesting. Okay, what direction is safety? So Forget Darkness said, why is this game do popular? He said people usually don't like campers. So haters gonna hate. Like like I'd rather like be cautious and defensive and survive than like run in guns blazing and then just die. You know what I mean? I would rather get that stealth kill and be like, you were the last one who made it, versus being like, you were the first guy who died. I'm sure what people would prefer is some like in between, like someone who like knows when to go in and knows when not to go in. I feel like that's something that you learn and develop over time. But for now, camping ass nigga. You know, if someone comes to disrupt the camp, then I'll leave and I'll go camp somewhere else. But as long as I'm safe where I'm currently at, I have no reason to try and like go somewhere else. You know? This is pretty good for me. Let's see. So he asked, why is this game do popular? So I don't know if this game really is that popular, to be honest. I don't really think it is. Right now I'm in the last 9. I'm glad that I learned how to crouch, but you have to hold the crouch button down. At least I think you do. Now I can't see myself. Yep. So you have to hold the crouch button down to crouch. Forget Darkness said, I didn't say that. Godzilla said, I love camping in the forest though. He said it's a great way to experience the wild. Oh, Godzilla said people usually don't like campers. Dang it. I keep getting you guys confused. My brain will see like the F at the beginning of the name, and I'll be like, it's whoever the last guy was talking, just continuing what they said before. Godzilla said, especially having tents. Well, I have a little tent right here. A naturally formed tent. It's pretty nice. Let's see. So I'm in the top 10 players right now. The final 9. Ooh, I'm in the circle still. I don't have to move. So I'm just gonna stay crouched. And just hope for the best. I noticed no one went for that legendary item. I wonder if there's someone camping, watching the legendary item, trying to snipe whoever tries to get it. Right now we're in the final 8. My hide and seek skills are on another level. No wizard can find me here. Aw, shit. I see someone coming. So I turned on my, like, invisibility. I'm just hiding under here right now. Oh, there's like a full wizard battle going on over there. Just turn invisible again. I'm just gonna stay chillin'. Stay big chillin'. Godzilla said, I'm getting rich in Kenshi. He said, I already have 200 grand just from bounty hunting. I still don't understand Kenshi. Like, every time you bring up the game, I just don't know what it's about or what you do or, like, who you are. I always feel like I hear about it, like, out of context. Godzilla said, Kenshi is a role-playing video game. Like, what's, like, the setting of Kenshi? Like, is it, like, feudal Japan? Is it, like, a medieval fantasy kind of thing? Is it, like, an anime thing? Godzilla said the game focuses on providing sandbox gameplay features. They give the player freedom to do what they want in its world, instead of focusing on a linear story. Interesting, I would say. So, is Kenshi a free game? And on what platforms is Kenshi, like, available? So right now, oh no, that's not within the circle. Okay, I'm in the circle. Like, bare minimum in the circle. So Godzilla says it's on PC. Is it free? Because it sounds interesting. I like the concept of, like, a sandbox RPG where you can kind of do whatever you want. Godzilla said, and I feel like it wouldn't really be for you. He said it's not free. How much is it? And why do you feel like I wouldn't vibe with it? Ah, shit. I see them fighting up there. He said it's on Steam. He said the graphics look kinda trash. I mean, I play AI Dungeon 2. A game that just doesn't have graphics. Oh, shit! I'm in the top... Wait, no. I'm not in the top 3. I was in the top 4 before. I keep forgetting they're counting you plus everyone else. So, I need to chill out. I don't need to pop out until there's literally just one other person. Fuck you. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Stop. Ah. Oh wait, I made second place though. Okay, that was the last guy. I should have just fought. I should have just fought by then. But that's not bad. We played hide and seek quite well. So he says it's $30. I mean, my interest is up there. How long has it been out? No wonder I can never understand what you're saying about Kenshi. If it's open-ended the way that you're describing, where you can kind of do whatever you want, then it sounds like you would constantly be going on really crazy adventures that probably wouldn't just make sense. Like if you didn't know the specific story that you were playing. So I'm gonna look up Kenshi. So I'm glad that I was able to get second place. That probably wasn't the most entertaining for most people to watch, but that's the best victory I've ever gotten. And it was just like, lay low, don't get shat on. Open-ended squad-based RPG? I don't know how I feel about the squad-based part. He said, I got it last year, but it seems like it came out in 2018. Squad-based. So is it like a squad of NPCs? Also, look at that person's outfit. That fit is nice. They just actually look like a wizard. See, that's the kind of customization that I'd want eventually. Let's see. So someone said, why is Kenshi so good? Kenshi looks really good on a store page because it's just a huge list of dreamlike features, says Hunt. It had a fan base that was pretty far along in development. Let's see. Let me look up more about Kenshi on Wikipedia, because it looks like there's not a lot of people in this lobby anyways. Kenshi is a role-playing video game developed and published by Lo-Fi Games for Windows. The game focuses on providing sandbox gameplay features that give the player freedom to do what they want in its world instead of focusing on a linear story. Kenshi's development was primarily led by a single person over the course of 12 years. Goodness, so I guess they started in like 2006 or whatever, and then they finished in 2018, and was released on December 6, 2018. Kenshi takes place in a post-apocalyptic setting. I'm not a big fan of post-apocalyptic. You might be right, the idea that I may not like it. It takes place in a post-apocalyptic setting and allows characters to be a thief, a traitor, or a myriad of other options. The game has received mostly positive reviews from critics who have commented on its depth, its MMO-style gameplay, and its difficulty. Yeah, I probably wouldn't vibe with it, but it does sound cool. I'm not gonna hate, like it sounds interesting. Godzilla said a squad of characters you made of characters that you find in the world. Can you make like any NPC a member of your squad? Because that sounds kind of cool. I'd like that. So I think I'm still gonna try to land near the center, but I'm gonna go away from landmarks. I'm just gonna try to like not touch any area where people are at. I like the concept of you being able to add any NPC to your squad. I think that is cool. So I'm going to try and land like over here across the river on this like random ass point. Godzilla said, but I would advise against changing some characters. Changing. Wait, do you have the ability to change characters? Like, what did you mean by advise against changing some characters? See, I'm gonna equip the boots, equip the amulet, equip the belt, get the scroll. That wasn't a bad chest. That chest. Ooh! I happen to start right inside of the line, which is great. So I don't have to worry about like running to get in. I can use all the time where other people are like, oh, I gotta get in the circle just to like collect the stuff that I need. While also trying to lay low. I think the biggest downside of my current situation is I don't have like a second gauntlet. I would love to get a second gauntlet, because that would really help my odds of survival. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty in the circle. Godzilla said, like, if you find a recruit, you can change what he looks like and his history, including his name, but not his race. Interesting. So, why would you advise against, like, changing, like, the history of, like, a character and their name and stuff like that? Will they come up later by their, like, unchanged name? And you'll be like, who is that? But they're, like, already in your party? Also, Kenshi sounds cool. I really like the idea that games, as I've gotten older, have become more open-ended and more like, it's the adventure that you make of it kind of thing. Because we've always been able to do stuff like that with role-playing games and imaginative play and like daydreaming, but it's cool that like video games are starting to become like that. I still would say that I would probably prefer something like AI Dungeon 2 over what you've described Kinshi to be. But that's not to say that like Kinshi sounds like bad by any means. Like it sounds like a cool idea, for sure. Godzilla said, because some of the NPCs are so damn funny. Interesting. So you feel like it would be better to preserve the NPCs the way they are, because when you change them, they kind of lose like cool elements about themselves? Can you talk to the NPCs? And if so, like, can you have like full conversations with them, like how you can in AI Dungeon, or like nah? He said like there is a bug person that just says beep, and he wants to be the strongest warrior. He sounds like a shonen protagonist. Let's see, so where am I in the circle? I am not in a very good position in the circle. I could probably chill where I was and like hide, but it wouldn't be particularly good for me to just chill there and hide. Because then once the circle shrinks, I'll kind of get screwed over a little bit. Godzilla said yes, protagonist. He said everybody loves him. So does everybody's game have like the same NPCs that you can interact with and change? Or are the NPCs kind of randomly generated? In a way, the game somewhat reminds me of like Minecraft. Because I've noticed a lot of people play Minecraft more or less as like, I'm role playing in like this survival world kind of thing. He said, well, not in game, but out of game. He said some are randomly generated. Okay, so you'll have a mix of characters that are in everybody's game and characters that are like in some people's games, depending on how like their generation went. Ooh, I got the invisibility rune. That's like the main thing that I need. I'm pretty much set right now. The main thing that I need to do is just get like close to the center and hide. That's like my main prerogative. I can still like open chests and stuff though. Like this is fine. I don't think there are any other players around where I'm located. So that'll really help out. Let's see. Did Forget Darkness dip? Was he like, oh, it's not Fighter Z, and then like dip out? Or is he still here? Fuck that. Oh no. They're like, you don't want to run into that battle, but you gotta go in that direction to get in the circle. I'll go the long way. Godzilla said like you can make your starting character a human that just looks scary. Understandable, I mean, yeah. It seems like in a lot of games that have character customization, you can make your starting character a human that just looks scary. Which do you prefer? Because this is a good question. Which is a better game, in your opinion? AI Dungeon 2 or Kinshi, and why? Okay, right now I'm in the final 17 players. Last match I actually made like second place. Aw shit. Aw shit, we're in a bush. Do I want to stay in the bush? I probably want to get closer to the center so that when everything shrinks in, I don't have to like go super far. And I'm gonna love this like fucking bush area. Being able to duck in a bush seems pretty lit. Let's see, Godzilla said, oh no, he said such a hard question. Forget Darkness said, shush. Yo, welcome back, Forget Darkness. It's good to see you, my guy. Godzilla said, I make Kinshi scenarios for myself to play. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes I kind of wish that I liked Minecraft. I know that sounds weird to say. But the reason why I say that is because Minecraft allows you to like use like game screenshots and stuff like that to like make your own books and like publish your own stories and stuff like that. So I feel like if I enjoyed playing Minecraft and like role playing in Minecraft, I could then turn my Minecraft roleplay into like a book I could publish. But because I just don't care about Minecraft, I just have no motivation to do that. Let's see, Godzilla said world info is very cool. He said you can look up Kenshi gameplay. Godzilla, do you like record Kenshi gameplay or anything? Like, if I went to your YouTube channel, could I see like you playing Kenshi and get a feel for the kind of quest that you do? Let's see, Godzilla said hivers are the best race because they are weak bug people, but you can make them strong as hell. Then they just smack all the enemies. And Godzilla said, nah. Is there any reason why you're like, I don't stream Kenshi gameplay? Because whenever my friends like recommend like a game and then they're like, you can like watch someone play it online. It's like, can I watch you play it online? Like, do you just do it already online? Ooh, a bush. Bush boys for life. You already know how it is in the bush. Godzilla said, I like to play by myself. Understandable. I mean, you can play by yourself and still, like, record yourself playing. Like, you don't necessarily have to stream yourself playing Kenshi. But if you recorded yourself playing Kenshi and uploaded it, it could give people, like, an idea of, like, how you play the game and, like, inspire other people to, like, try out what you're doing. Also, you can even stream and like play by yourself. Because I'm playing like Spellbreak right now, more or less by myself. But I'm still just kind of hanging out and talking while I play, you know? He said if I did it, I would use text to speech for characters' voices. That sounds kind of cool. I feel like people would vibe with that. Are there people who do that for AI Dungeon 2? Because that seems like it would be really easy to do. Especially since AI Dungeon 2 has like built-in stuff like that. Let's see. Godzilla said, and it would be more story oriented. Ballin'. I think that'd be cool. Do you ever do AI Dungeon 2 campaigns based on your Kenshi scenarios? Godzilla said, like a movie. I think that's dope. I think that's a cool idea. If you were interested in doing it, I'd be like, you should do it. Let's see. So I'm digging the hiding concept right now. Ah, shit. I'm hearing all kinds of bullshit. Okay. This bush seems pretty good. Oh, wow. Look, that person ran, like, right past me. This hiding place is good as fuck. Godzilla said, I meant that I did Kenshi stuff in AI Dungeon 2. Oh, okay. When you said that you did, like, Kenshi scenarios, I thought scenarios were also something you could do in Kenshi. Because I'm still not fully familiar with, like, how that game works. I wish more games were like Minecraft with their, like, policy, where they make it really clear that, like, if you want to make a book based on the thing, you can, like, make a book based on the thing. As long as you say it's, like, an unofficial thing. Because if I could make, like, Spellbreak stories and use, like, screenshots of, like, my Spellbreak gameplay and tell, like, a story that takes place within the world of Spellbreak, but call it, like, an unofficial thing, I'd do that. I'd be fine with that. Let's see. I'm, like, right on the border of where the storm's coming through. Oh, I'm so close to the border, I'm afraid it might actually touch me. I think I'm safe. Like, I think it's gonna stop before it touches me. It did. It almost scared the shit out of me, though. Okay. This game's gonna hurt my fucking thumb. Because you have to hold down the, like, crouch movement button. When you see somebody run past, and you're like, oh, fuck. Okay, where do I need to go? Fuck. Over there. Fuck, again. Okay. Fuck, 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 fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. They got me. So, we got in the final four. We got 4th place. Let's see. Godzilla said there are different starts that you can choose. You can play as a wandering trader, a man who has hit rock bottom, a person in a corrupt empire, or a criminal with a holy sword. The criminal with the holy sword sounds interesting. Are they able to use the holy sword? So we got 5th place. Okay. Not as good as 2nd place. Maybe we'll be able to get 1st place at some point. Oh, did I hit spectate? I didn't mean to spectate. Godzilla said they are interesting. Which is your favorite to play as, and why? Godzilla said it's actually a very hard start to be the criminal with a holy sword. Are you like a known criminal? Like if you walk into an area, people are like, that's the bad guy. Yeah, that'd be interesting. There was a game-making system that I was hyped for as a kid that kind of went away, called Storybricks. Have you guys ever heard of Storybricks? Godzilla said yes. Storybricks was a system where the NPCs had like wants and needs, and quests would come from you like approaching an NPC, and they go like, I need this or I want this. And you could like convince NPCs based on their roles to help you do something in return for something that they want or need. So the game was a game that would essentially never end because the non-player characters would always want or need something else, and how you interact with the characters kind of affects the game world. And they were going to make an EverQuest game that used Storybricks, and I thought that was going to be pretty cool, but it ended up never happening. Let's see, Godzilla said, wait, no, I don't know Storybricks. He said, what is that? He said, I was talking about another thing. I understand that you're talking about another thing. Like I knew when I said that you said yes, that you weren't saying yes to the Storybricks thing. Because I get that there's like a delay in the chat. But Storybricks is cool. I was really hyped for it as a kid, and I was sad to see that it didn't really continue. Godzilla said, I like the start, the Freedom Seekers, because it starts you with a bunch of people with building materials, so you can start making a city. Oh, okay. What do you think is your favorite open-ended game that's not AI Dungeon 2? I think you would say Kenshi, but I don't know. Because I could also easily see you saying something like Streets of Rogue, which is a pretty good game. And I'm glad that you got excited for Streets of Rogue. I don't know, it's just when I was hype about Streets of Rogue, no one else really seemed to be that hype about it. I played it with Kratos like once, and it was fun. But then it just didn't really pick up steam. Godzilla said, yeah, Kenshi. He said, Streets of Rogue is so fucking good. He said, I have been playing it. Understandable. I'm glad that you vibe with Streets of Rogue. It is like a really good game. Let's see, he said, I'm a gorilla alien with charging power. Mm-hmm. A gorilla alien? How do you be both things? Oh, the custom character thing he said is really good for me. Okay, I vibe with that. I understand that. At first I was like, how are you both a gorilla and an alien? But custom character makes that make a lot more sense. Doom doom doom. Doom 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 doom. Doom 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 doom. Doom 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 doom. I'm curious how much Genshin Impact has cut into the player base of this game. Because both games I've heard people say similar things about. Like, it kind of looks like Breath of the Wild. And you have, like, elemental abilities. And so Genshin Impact is just a newer game that has, like, similar elements. So you would think that the people who were really into Spellbreak for those elements probably would, like, have their interest piqued by Genshin Impact. And I think that would lead to less people playing this game. Of course, Genshin Impact isn't like a battle royale. Someone's already dead. Someone has already killed someone. And, like, niggas haven't even hit the ground yet. Okay. Hopefully no one else dropped in this, like, random-ass location. Okay. Cool. If I could get a gauntlet, I'd be in, like, okay shape. Also, I'm already in the circle, which is nice. I need to do better than last time. Last time they had me fucked up because the circle closed on an area and I was having trouble finding where I needed to go. So I got a second gauntlet. That's not bad. Armor's good. Let me put on the armor, like, right now. I also got sloppy at a certain point while trying to find the circle last round. Excuse me. You kind of do just need to keep your head down, I would say, like, most of the time if you can. And I may need to stop worrying about, like, trying to get to the center as much. I get why I focus on, like, trying to get to the center. Because you want to make sure that when the circle goes away, you're not too far away from the next circle. Because then you'll have to, like, stealth your way through, like, a greater distance. And that definitely makes it harder. Oh, that bush is so small, but it works so well. I almost didn't think I'd be able to hide in this bush. I impressed myself. Oh, this over here is not a bush. I don't like that. I don't like that there's light all over there. Stick to, like, shade and corners and stuff like that. The best you can. Because what you really want is for people to not even know you're there. That's how you survive. Okay, I got a better wind gauntlet now. I will admit, most of the time I forget that I even have a second gauntlet. Godzilla said, but in Kenshi, right now, I got 200 grand. He said, I'm making a farm, and he says, he says, right now, I am in a good island nation. Okay, cool. Is it like an island nation that you happen to, like, move to, or was it like an island nation that you started? I do think it's dope that Kenshi was made by one person. That's pretty dope. That hiding space wasn't bad, but the camera angle had me all kinds of fucked up. Godzilla said he moved there. Okay, understandable. I'm glad that you're enjoying your time in your new island nation. I mean, I may not have to hold down the crouch button, because I will say you're pretty well hidden in the bush. Like, even if you don't crouch, I think you're like pretty obscured. I think crouching takes you the extra mile. You're even more invisible than you would be just being in the bush. I think depending on how close they get and what angle they look at me from, they're probably not going to see me in the bush. Nor are they going to expect me to be in a bush. There needs to be like an easier way to do this. I wonder if I can make crouching like a real button. I feel like there are buttons on this controller that I don't use for anything that I would like to be able to use for crouching. Settings, controls. Default elemental swap A, elemental swap B, sorcery swap A, sorcery swap B. So there's literally like no way to change the controls like fully. Because all I want to do is just change the crouch button to like a face button. Maybe I don't, because it does seem like you do use all the face buttons, and use all the triggers, and you use all the D-pad directions, and you use the touchpad, and you use the sticks. So I guess never mind. They really did make use of the whole controller. I'm glad that each episode I've tried something a little different. The first episode was me like trying out the game for the first time. The second episode was me trying out like Toxicologist to see if I like that. And the third episode is me trying to take like a stealthier approach. Wow. Wow, look at that. I love that. Like, I love the concept that, like, the bushes are so good, I can just, like, chill in a bush, and someone can, like, literally land next to me and not know that I'm in the bush. That's pretty good. Ding 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 ding. Wow wow wow. 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 I think if there's one thing that I would like want, it's just the ability to hit the crouch button once, and then you stay crouched, and then to uncrouch, you hit the crouch button again. I don't think that would be too difficult to implement. Please, please make that a thing. Oh my goodness. I don't want to have to push down on this thing like the whole time. Or making crouch like a trigger would even just be better than this. I have like seconds to get into the circle. Wish me luck. Ding 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 doo 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 dunk. Godzilla said also, so Big is taking raider bounties, which gives him more money. Makes sense. Bounties do indeed lead to more money if you like successfully bring in the bounties. Okay, just run a little bit, because we ran out of time to just like sneak the whole way. Okay. Bush City. Let's see. Godzilla said, Big is my character, by the way. Thank you for the context. I appreciate it. Godzilla said he's a hive soldier. So he's one of the bug people that you mentioned before, that you were like, you really vibe with. That makes sense. This bush is not a very good bush. Is there a better bush nearby? There is a better bush nearby. Duke, 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 duke. Oh shit. New circle. Shit. Fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. Me. Godzilla said I posted pictures in the Discord. Ballin'. I might have to check those out later. Ooh, fuck. No! Damn it. Just keep running. Fuck, I hear them. I hear them trying to come for my ass. My ass. Let's see. So here's what I'm gonna do. That was close. Godzilla said, that's the storm. Luckily, I am no longer in risk of the storm or other players. For the bush is the way. Drink this potion. Can I drink the potion while hiding in the bush? Oh fuck, the animation. The animation makes you lean your head back. Ooh, that's pretty cringeworthy. Godzilla said the bush is protecting you. The bush is indeed protecting me. The power of the bush! Damn, look at that. The raging storm. Oh shit! They did the shit where they make the circle small. No! 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 Damn it! No! 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 Oh my gosh. I fucking hate that. That happens like almost every time. Fuck you! No! I'm not going down like that. It takes forever to do this shit. No! No. Fuck. We got 6th place. I need to figure out when the situation is like too far for me to like keep doing the stealth roll. Because at a certain point you do just have to start fighting people. But you gotta like hedge your bets. Maybe, excuse me, as soon as I learned that the circle was getting like really, really small, I should have went for fighting people. Or maybe it's a thing where you wait until you're like in the top 10. So you're like, there's no way that I can really get a bad placement because I'm like one of the last people. And then maybe you go hard. Like now you can like start beating people up or whatever. That might be the way to go. I'm gonna go electricity. I normally don't play electricity. I don't have a particularly like high rank in electricity, but I think it'll help. Because when I do need to start fighting people, the electricity has like a spam bonus. Like it deals more damage the more you do it. And I'm like, okay, that'll work. Godzilla said, my room is so dark right now, it feels comfy. Nice. I'm glad you vibe. Most of the time, I do not have lights on, like, in my place. I turn the lights on. Oh, it deals, like, piddly damage. Even the storm does, like, piddly damage. See, that's the thing that I like about the rock one, is that the rock one deals hella damage. But the rock one's so hard to hit. It's like you need something that isn't limited to the ground. But you also need to be good at, like, aiming. Or else you're just gonna miss with all the stuff that you do. Oh, that seemed like it dealt, like, a better amount of damage. Godzilla said all the demons are protecting me. The demons of the dark. I made a new character today called Bloodbat. I want to do videos about these characters that I'm making. But I also want to do some of these game videos where I play games. I don't know which people prefer. I almost feel like people prefer the little videos that I was doing, like the 1 minute videos. Even though I heard a lot of people being like, stream again, you should stream again. I don't think people really necessarily care as much about the streams. Because I think the little videos were unique. I would talk about like specific things that I vibe with that you guys may or may not have heard of before. And I think that you guys found that like a little bit more entertaining. What's your opinion, Godzilla? Do you prefer like the 1 minute videos or whatever on the different topics? Or do you prefer the streams? Let's see. Climbing the mountain. Oh shit. Don't know why I spent all that time trying to climb the mountain. It was unnecessary. Just kind of got lost in the sauce. So this time, I'm not gonna try to like hide in bushes the whole time. If I see somebody, I'm gonna try to run away. I'm not gonna try to fight them. And then I'll like hide in a bush. But until then, I'll just kind of play. Godzilla said, I like the long videos for listening, like a podcast. Do you prefer like the long like game videos or the long topic videos? Like, if I made long videos where it was just me like talking about shit, would you be like, yeah, like just him like talking about shit? Like, would that be cool? And if they were like pre-recorded, would you vibe with it? Because I feel like for the talking stuff, it'd be cool to stream it, but OBS streaming and phone streaming became like less reliable. So I started not liking doing that as much. Let's see. He said long topic videos. He said talking about shit is good. He said pre-recorded is good. Okay. I might do more talking video stuff then. I mean, Ryan and I are supposed to do like a podcast thing at some point. So when we get to that, that'll be good. I might do a podcast thing with Ryan, like, anyways. How about this? I'll make this, like, my last match of, like, Spellbreak. And then I'll hit up Ryan, and I'll see if he'd be available to do, like, a test run of the podcast, where we just talk or whatever. And we'll see how that does. I can't make any promises, because I don't know if he'll actually be free to do that. But if he is, then hey, you guys get like more podcast stuff. Godzilla said, alright. Ball. And I guess if Ryan isn't free to do the podcast thing, I could always hit up. Ah, shit. I could always hit up Aiden and see if Aiden was down for podcast shit. Because he's shown interest in that as well. I have no health potions at all. And I'm being hunted by a bitch. Hold on. Lucky. Huh, I've never tried this before, actually. But yeah, if someone's chasing you in one direction, why not bring up a big-ass distraction and then just run behind where they were? Because now they're ahead of you, and now you don't have to fuck with them anymore. Let's see. Godzilla said, I also enjoy Jackbox, but I like podcasts a little more. Jackbox is kind of lame. Because it just becomes like we do the same thing all the time. I don't really vibe with that too much. Like, even with the Spellbreak thing, where I've done like multiple Spellbreak streams in a row, I do think I'm trying something different each time. You know, it's the same game, but like, there's like a little bit of a different. I try like a different strategy or something. I'm keeping it fresh. It's similar to like how with Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll get bored with Yu-Gi-Oh! If I'm like, well, I don't have any new decks or whatever. So I just don't do Yu-Gi-Oh! For a while, kind of thing. Fighter Z is interesting. I feel like people don't like Fighter Z as much if I'm not like trying really hard. Because the last Fighter Z stream that I did, at a certain point I mellowed out really hard. And I was just like really relaxed. And I wasn't really caring about whether or not I won. So then I started like losing like a good bit and just be like, good game or whatever, and just like moving on. But I don't think people dug that. I think people would prefer if I'm like in it. But I don't think I'm always going to be like that. I don't think every time I play Fighter Z, I'm going to be like, oh, I'm like running at my best, you know? So it's weird. Like, I definitely enjoy the game though. I'm definitely going to play it more. Godzilla, do you have any consoles? I'm not sure if I've ever asked you this before. I don't know what that song's from that I'm doing. I know I've heard it somewhere. I just don't know where I heard it. Let's see. Godzilla said no. Oh, okay. Are you interested in the next generation of consoles? Like the Xbox Series S or the Xbox Series X, which the Series X has a very unfortunate name because it has an X in it. People are buying Xbox One X's thinking they're Series X's and getting disappointed. So that's interesting. Or like a PS5. Or like a PS5 but with no disc drive and it's cheaper. There is no next-gen Nintendo console, I guess. Like, you can get a Switch Lite, I guess. That's the closest thing they have to, like a Switch plus something else. I mean, if anything, the Switch Lite is really, like, retractive. It's not like the next generation of Switch. It's like a dumbed-down Nintendo Switch. So we're so damaged right now, unless I can find, like, health potions or something. Stealth just may be something we're forced to do. Like, we might not really have the option to go in and not stealth. So that's interesting. Godzilla said not really. He's not particularly hyped about any of the new consoles coming out. That's understandable. I'm probably going to get a PlayStation 5, but I'm probably going to wait to get a PlayStation 5. I could get one now. I don't think I have a reason to get one now. Because I got the PlayStation 4 very late in the PlayStation 4 life cycle. And I didn't regret my purchase. I was actually afraid that the year that I got my PlayStation 4, that the 5 was going to come out, and that it was going to be like a waste of my money that I got the 4. And that just wasn't the case. So I've been able to enjoy my PlayStation 4 for like a few years. And I don't think the next generation has like a game yet where I'm like, oh, I gotta get it because there's this game that's gonna come out. Because I still think the best game is like AI Dungeon 2. And the best like PS4 game is probably like Lego Worlds. Streets of Rogue is fun. I just feel like people didn't fuck with Streets of Rogue. But I feel like there were people who were on the channel who enjoyed the Lego Worlds content, and Ryan enjoyed playing Lego Worlds with me. So there was like almost a community build. And I fucked with that. I thought that was cool. Let's see. So right now we're in the top 16. I think I said once we hit top 10, that's when you're like, whoa, I don't have to stealth anymore because I've already like made like a pretty good place. And then killing other players only like helps to improve your place further. But since we're almost dead, I feel like it's not worth it unless you can like get the kill. Yeah. So I see them fighting over there. See, not only am I in the bush, but I'm also like next to a rock. I got double stealth. Ooh. Somebody threw a rock in the distance. There's lightning and fire shooting around. A lot of people are fighting like right next to me. But I'm in a bush. Bush City. Bushville. Mr. Bush. Let's see. Bushes in this game are really good. Like, I wonder, if I shot somebody while I was in the bush, could I get away with it? Like, would the person be like, whoa, where'd the shot come from? I don't know who shot me. Like, so, like, could I stealth people from the bush? I haven't tried doing that. I've been using the bush, like, defensively. But what if I tried to use the bush offensively? Like, hit a player in the back while hiding in the bush or something. Because that potentially could be cool. Or hit a player from, like, really far away while in the bush. Like, if you see somebody, like, in the distance and you can line the cursor up on them and hit them from the bush, like, would that be worth it or not? You can make the firewall, like, really far away. Like, I potentially could just burst the firewall on that dude. Like, out of nowhere. And they wouldn't know where the firewall came from because it's not like a projectile or anything. You'd just be a guy doing stuff. Did he do wall jumps? Can you wall jump in this game? Did he just show me, like, a tech that I didn't know was, like, possible in the game? With the wall of fire, I can potentially, like, hit people and, like, kill people without being near them. That might be the real strat, actually. Because that guy's fighting, but I'm curious if I can get the fire up there on him. If that would, like, goot him. Okay. The circle is now over there. So I have no choice but to kind of get closer to all the crazy bullshit going on. But I need to be careful because I know that one guy is just repeatedly jumping up there. Ah, shit. Got me. We still made top 10, so that's fine. Godzilla's at 300 grand. Let's go. Congratulations on your earnings in Kinshi. Yeah, ninth place isn't bad. That's top 10. Ooh. Thank you all for watching. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding ding ding, ring the notification bell to be notified whenever we do these videos. Thank you all once again for tuning in. This is your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one only, logging out. Peace, guys. Chicka da ga.